Well, g'day, we are back in the High Country, but we're not in Victoria. We've crossed the border into New South Wales, and we are here in Kosciuszko National Park. We're in the northern section of the park. This is one of our favourite areas in the country to explore. It's probably one of the most underrated areas in our opinion as well. We used to travel these areas back in the days when we were weekend warriors in our camper trailer.
Oh, they're the good old days.
And we're going to take you around, show you some of our favourite spots, some of our favourite camping areas. We're going to go caving, we're going to go for a swim as well.
Thanks so much for watching the ads, guys. As you know, 10% of all the ad revenue from this channel goes to charity. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch them if you can. Really appreciate it. You guys are absolute legends.
Shining brighter than the sun, hits hard like a bullet from a gun. Won't somebody tell me what the hell is going on? Hold on, 'cause the earth is turning, stars shooting and forests burning. The savior is not returning, she's long, long gone. This is it.
Morning. It's a bit of a frosty one this morning. The boys saw a dingo outside their window at like, I don't know, 7 a.m. I didn't really think we got dingoes here, but apparently we do. Where we're camped is Long Plain Hut. We're actually in the horse camp. There is the hut campground is up there. We're in the horse campground at the moment. It's a little less busy here, still really beautiful. But we're just going to use this place as a base to explore the Kosciuszko region. It's a really nice, easy spot to get your van into, and it's really centrally located and with beautiful views. So this one's a cracker for base camp. I'm gonna go check out Blue Waterholes, which is one of my favorite campsites of all time. Purely for nostalgic reasons. We used to come up here camping all the time. It was actually the first time we took Harrison away camping. We had this beautiful family camping trip there, and I've always loved it. You excited for this one, Dale?
Yeah, back to the old stomping ground, back to the sort of one of our first areas we discovered and explored as young family camping. So yeah, we're keen to go and revisit some of our favourite spots. I reckon we get a good chance of seeing some brumbies. We already spotted a few on the way in, as well as that dingo this morning, so plenty of wildlife around. And then if we got time, I wouldn't mind going down and checking out Yarrangobilly as well, because they've just upgraded the hot spring pool down there, or warm spring pool down at Yarrangobilly. So we'll see how we go for time. The weather's coming in as well, so we're going to get a wriggle on. Let's go.
You guys ready?
Crocodile.
You guys ready?
Yeah. Ready?
Nice. Yep. That was cool. So we just ran up to the Long Plain campground itself, just have a sticky beak, and we saw some brumbies, and we just ran into Dennis and Sally, who are a couple of patrons of ours. We just caught up with them recently at the Titanium Owners Rally, and yeah, made plans to make a plan. And oh, this is so nice. There's such a beautiful couple. They had the most beautiful camera too, and I had a little play with that, and I think I want one. I want one of their cameras. And yeah, right, we're actually on the road now. We're gonna head into Blue Waterholes, have some lunch, go have a sticky beak, see what we're up for. So apparently, I've been to Cooleman Homestead before. I don't remember it. Let's go check it out. It'd be like a trip down memory lane for some, and a new experience for me. So the house, Harrison, was built in 1882. So it's just a little bit over 150 years old. It originally had just 2 bedrooms and then they added a third bedroom as a sleep out, and they lined the walls with newspapers to stop the draft getting in, which is like wind getting in through all the gaps in the wood. Oh, that's so cool.
What's in here?
Wow.
What was this place for? I think this
Do you see all the old newspapers, Harrison?
Yeah. Oh.
Back in the 1920s, 1930s.
I can get myself a fur coat. For guineas? Is it 15 guineas? What did they have? What was the money in guineas?
Did we put our name in?
Yeah, we can write our name in there. Well, here we are, Cooleman Homestead. Back in the 1800s was the first Europeans to sort of come through this region, 1820s, and then by the 1860s they built this homestead. They grazed the area for many, many years. Up until 1975, this was actually private freehold land before it became a national park. Over that time, it's been restored and rebuilt a number of different times, and after weather and fire and vandalism, but pretty cool to see this sort of stuff preserved. I think this is a bit of an underrated area to explore for this type of thing. The Vic High Country is very well known for its huts and things like that, but New South Wales doesn't get quite as much exposure, so pretty cool to explore through here, see all the old newspapers and everything in there. The kids are absolutely loving it as well. It's a really good spot to explore, so we'll have a bit more of a look around here, and then we'll get down to Blue Waterholes, which is a beautiful walk down there and a bit of a swimming hole. We'll see how we go. If the sun stays out for a bit longer and it warms up a bit, we might jump in there.
Okay, so we're at the Blue Waterhole campsite and we've got two hiking options from here. One is a hike which is 4K return. It involves going down to the waterfall, which we've done before. It's really, really beautiful. It does involve getting wet feet and crossing through the creek multiple times. You just sort of zigzag through and then it pops you out at the top of a waterfall where you're at the top of the waterfall looking down. And then the other is a 7K loop that goes past two caves. We're just here on a day trip, so we've got the kids with us. We're actually just going to do the first cave. So we're not going to do the full 7 caves, we'll just do the first cave and then come back. That's the plan, but first we're going to cook up some bacon wraps, have some lunch, have a little stretch, and then we hit the caves. We very kindly just got lent 2 extra head torches. So we have a couple, but yeah, we don't have 4. And that was really nice. People are beautiful. Like honestly, if you want to see the worst of the world, watch the news. And if you want to see the best of the world, just come out camping. People are so kind. People just lend us some head torches, take you out to the cave so the boys can go in as well. Let's get going. Let's get going, eh? Dad's whipping up some bacon. Look at him. Cooking up a storm. Look at your teeth, mister. Show everyone.
I'm just cooking some eggs up as well.
Oh, yummo.
Big.
Are you using the good knife, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm calling knife sacrilege here. It's using it as an egg flip, but we'll get the job done. Put it in a bowl for you, so you can just use your fork, and you don't have to use that little front tooth, okay? I even got some green stuff for us, dear.
Look at you go.
I did forget sauce though.
That's okay.
There you go, this is your wrap. You better put the camera down.
Thank you. Look at it.
Swap you up, wrap for a camera.
Oh, this is living, doll. Oh no. Let us down.
It's alright, it's only lettuce.
I wouldn't want to let it down. Let us down.
It's only there for looks anyway.
It's not for looks. Alright, let's get this.
Not bad, eh?
You go alright.
What have you done?
Oh, I just cut myself on the nice sharp knives that we got.
Cleaning the knife and...
Yeah. And I just nicked myself. And do you know what the funny thing is? Is that when we, you can customise these knives and put special names on them. And we named the knives Finger Choppy, Handy Choppy, and Fishy Choppy. And Finger Choppy got me on the finger. Oh man.
Band-Aid?
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moo. Which one do we need? Probably don't need the emergency shock blanket. We'll just get the Band-Aids out.
Yeah, mate.
I'll put that.
There you go, dear.
I've got
Thank
cut
you.
by a knife.
We're going to go look at these caves. You got a torch?
I think
Torch
this
ready?
means that I don't have to do dishes for the rest of the week. Is that right, James? Because my finger's bleeding and I've cut myself. Does that mean you'll do the? Does that mean
You're
you'll
going to take over dishes? No, I've got the camera. I'm not a real person.
I feel like I need a second one.
A second band-aid.
It's a 2 band-aid job.
Mate, you barely cut yourself.
Mate, that's going to bleed like there's no tomorrow.
Well, given how things have started, we might take this little kit with us in the backpack for the hike. Given how things are gone, we'll chuck this one in the backpack, I think. What is it? All about how the caves are formed and how the river flows underground through the cave and comes back out at the spring.
Yep.
So these are all limestone cast caves. And we're going to go do the
We're here.
part of the Nichols Gorge walk.
So we're going to do Cooleman Cave.
Yep. I've just come down from the car park and this is where we're going to cross over what would normally be the creek, but this is where it flows underground. So the springs are just downstream off to my right. We'll check those on the way out. The caves are up behind us. But we've been here before. After rain, you will get water running along the surface down the creek here, but it's been pretty dry obviously here of late, so it's not flowing. But yeah, it's a beautiful spot when the water's flowing when there's been a bit of rain. So we're going to keep walking up here and then we'll get up into these caves which are a little bit further up the river gorge, and then on the way out we'll go and check out the water holes themselves.
I tell you what, this hike feels a little bit like that song "We're Going on a Bear Hunt," where you go through the long grass, through the creeks and into the cave. It's very reminiscent of that story. I think we're just coming up to the first cave now. They're all really well signposted, which is nice. And this is Cooleman Cave.
I've actually been in this one a little bit before, but it was much less well signposted back then, so it was a lot easier to find this time. We're going to swap sunnies for torches and go and have a bit of an explore. So this used to be the outflow of water from the creek, which now comes out down at Blue Waterholes downstream. So this used to be the outflow for the creek and now has created this big cave. There's 2 ways we can go. There's the right and the left. I think we'll go up this way. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit easier. They're very extensive, these cave networks, and we certainly won't explore all of it, but there's apparently some fairly cool features to explore, so we're going to have a bit of a look around and see what we can see, eh? Let's get in there. We do only have 3 torches and 4 people though, so sorry, Dal.
I'll just wait here.
Which one's which? Who's having whose?
That's fine. This one's. I thought this one was good.
Our cameras also don't do well in low light, so we'll see how we go when we get in there. Time to go into cave mode.
I'll take my phone. I'll use my phone torch.
Yeah, I've got my phone torch as well. So
Yeah.
we'll be right.
Activate cave mode.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how scared are you about going into the cave? 10 is very scared.
Maybe 3.
Harrison,
1.
what about Mum?
I'm 1. James is 3. Mum is 9.5 scared. I'm 1 scared. 3 scared. 9.5 scared.
How much do you
And
love
Dad?
caves, Liz?
I don't love caves. Caves are my least favourite. I need someone to hold my hand.
Take your sunnies off, let's go.
Who's gonna hold my hand?
There could be dingo.
I think you want some. I know. You can hold your own.
That'll be
I
easy.
got
Hold
this.
your hand.
Alright, let's do Mum will go first. Can't send the children in first. We're going this way?
Yes.
Okay, watch your feet, stop, no running. Watch the puddles. Can you see the mud? See the puddles? Watch out for spiders and gooby things and oh, this is gross. Why would anyone do this? Yeah.
There's a big mud puddle
I can hear
there.
bats.
There is bats.
Oh, gross.
It definitely didn't say on the sign that you should wear thongs. That's not what was on the sign, but we'll go through for a little bit. Oh, this is pretty cool. Look, there's a stalagmite in front of you, James.
And
See
there.
that one?
There's lots of stalagmites.
Oh, there are too. Be careful where you step. That's crazy cool. Hey, do they call these the waves? What did they call these? Do you
Curtains,
remember?
aren't they?
Curtains or drapes or something.
Drapes or something like that.
Don't
yeah.
touch. Yeah.
Keep going. Go
I don't feel like we need to go further,
Yeah, we
darling.
definitely need to go further. I can still
Did
see
you
the-
just fart?
Yeah.
Far out.
Let's get it. That's actually.
You can't fart in a cave.
That's actually.
Mind your
Oh,
head.
there's some columns.
up here. Look.
That's cool. Look at these columns.
James has to watch his head the least.
Yeah, yeah.
Even I have to watch my head, Dad. Look.
Yeah, look up above. Look up in here.
Oh, some of these go up high.
Yeah, they're like little chimneys. You look at this water and you wonder how long it's taken to make its way through all the rocks above us to then come and drip out into this cave.
I think most people have gone this
Yeah,
way.
like is that? Oh, look at this. I think this is the end.
No.
No, definitely not the end.
Oh yeah. No, this is great. This is great. Look at this. The end of the. Look at the end. We've made it to the end.
No.
And now we can turn around.
Is this the end?
This, look at all these.
No.
mountains.
It still goes in there.
Oh, that is so
It goes
true, isn't
that
it? Like
way.
how, like you're saying, how long this water droplet is about to come down.
Yeah. Let's just see what's around the corner there.
There's something that way.
Oh, is that a creature?
Where?
Oh, it's like.
Nice job, Dad. You know what that was?
Water
Oh,
droplet
there's
just
something
touched
down
me.
there.
What did you mean by is it a creature? Of course there's creatures in here. I don't want them.
We're not alone.
Nah, this is enough.
No, down there.
No, this.
Down
Yeah,
there.
let's
No,
go
what's
down
cool
there.
now is
No,
we
there is
can't see the
actually-
entrance anymore.
Yeah.
What do you
Oh
reckon?
God, why would you say that?
What if we all turn our torches off?
No.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just everyone mind their heads.
Off, James.
Turn it off.
Alright, that's mine.
Can anyone
Camera.
see which way out?
No, I can't. I can't even
Like
see
this.
if. Oh, there's the thing that I was gonna do. I was gonna
Okay.
put my head on.
Alright, it's starting to get pretty wet and boggy in here. A
Dad.
lot of water.
Dad, are we going to go further?
I don't think we'll go much further, mate. Alright, I think that'll do us for today. Pretty cool little adventure. I love bringing the kids into stuff like this. It's pretty adventurous, isn't it, lads? It's good fun, especially when it's all self-guided. Alright, we're going to make our way back out, get back up to the car. Now, we've got one more stop today. We're going to go, you guys still keen for a swim?
Yeah.
Yeah, find somewhere for a swim, but we'll show you blue water holes on the way out.
In the middle of all the algae.
Alrighty, so here we are, the blue water holes themselves. So this is where all the water bubbles back up out of the ground and continues its journey down the river on the surface. And it's this sort of blue colour just for the amount of mineral that comes up out of the ground after it's spent that time underground. Has some funky looking algae and stuff in there as well. You can swim here, I'm pretty sure. It's a bit cold today. I don't think we'll be going in there. We're going to go down to Yarrangobilly where it's a little bit warmer. We were going to camp down here at Blue Water Holes, was originally one of our plans, but I wasn't too sure. I couldn't remember what the road in was like to bring a caravan in. We only used to camp here back in the days when we had a camper trailer. But yeah, having been here down here now, we definitely could have brought the van in. To be a slow and steady trip, it is pretty windy and steep, and there's not too many spots to pass two vehicles, or especially two caravans side by side. If you want to just come and have a chill for a few days and do a couple of the walks that are here and things, Blue Water Holes does make a great spot. Down the bottom here where we're parked up isn't as flat and level as if you go up just the hill a little bit. There's a second campground up on the hill, and it has a lot more open flat area, a lot more solar opportunities up there and a lot more level. But yeah, all in all, a beautiful camping area. You can't really go wrong in this region. There's a bunch of different camping spots and they're all fantastic. But yeah, we'll stick with Long Plain for this trip. All right, we're gonna wrangle these kids and get back in the car. Let's get out of here.
We're just heading into Yarrangobilly Caves to the thermal pool. Judging by the car park, we're not the only ones that know about this place, but that's all right. It's a great place for a dip, and they've just done it up, so let's go check it out. That's the pool. Can you see the pool, James? I'm not looking forward to the hike back out of here.
That was a bit of a steep climb down there, eh?
I don't mess us out. Alright. It's not warm, but it's not cold. How warm is it?
Warm.
Jade, you're not drowning, are you? That's a rule, you're not allowed to be drowning, Good for a swim, but I only got to stay in for 2 more. It's a bit fresh. Nice to have a dip though, especially this time of year.
Safe to having a shower later.
Yeah, one less shower to worry about, another day with water tanks.
There's mud on the floor, desperate
of people trying to get through the door, although the room's already crowded. But I'll keep shining.
Oh my god, okay. Wow. Right?
One more night.
All right, we're back at camp. Time to get the fire going and to cook up some dinner on the fire tonight. So I am just using some lump charcoal. Actually, come over this way, I'll show you this. So I buy firewood, and good firewood in particular is hard to come by, especially around these parts. So I buy this a lot. It's called lump wood charcoal. This stuff's just from Bunnings. You can buy it at Bunnings or barbecue shops, things like that, but it just comes as, it's real wood and it's charcoal, no chemicals or anything in it, so it's really good to cook on. But the advantage to it is just with a couple of fire lighters in the fire pit, it'll get going and it'll be ready to cook on in about 10-15 minutes rather than having a fire and waiting for it to burn down to coals to be able to cook on. And we got back to camp and some lovely person had left us a bag of wood by our caravan, so thanks to whoever that was. I love it when people look out for each other, and good to have a bit of community in the camping fraternity. But yeah, we'll get this charcoal going. I'm going to knock up just a couple of bits extra wood just to chuck on top, and then we're going to do some skewers. It's a little bit different that I reckon might be something you've never seen before, and we're going to test out this Stratus fire pit. It's allegedly a pizza oven as well, so we're going to give it a crack. We've got a couple of pre-made pizza bases, and we're going to see if we can try and cook some pizzas on it. We'll see how we go. We've never done it before, so anything could happen here. Stick around. This could be a complete train wreck, or it could go really, really well, or somewhere in the middle. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to knock up some wood and we'll get cooking.
Finally Shiraz season, the weather's perfect for it, so we gave this a good nudge earlier today, and I'm just gonna get myself a refill, but it's the last of the bottle, so
It's always the saddest part of a bottle of wine.
I know, it's the saddest part of the bottle of wine is the end of it, but this is a good, I love this one. This one is so easy to drink.
I think there's another bottle still.
We still got another bottle?
I think so.
Okay, all right, we're good for a little bit.
I think it's the Grenache, but it'll still do the job.
The Grenache is nice, but Shiraz is better for like super cold weather, and it's going to be a cold night tonight, so.
Cheers, darling.
Cheers, I'm taking the big glass.
Oh, cheers.
Little one for you. Cheers.
Okay, so tonight's plan is skewers. So what we're putting on the skewers though is potato gnocchi. So this is fresh gnocchi that you buy from the supermarket. Cherry tomatoes, Liz is just grabbing the other ingredients. We're gonna put on some, well, it's meant to have red onion, I think is what the recipe calls for. But our kids don't eat red onion, so we'll do some capsicum on theirs. We'll chuck some red capsicum on. And we've just had the skewers soaking in the sink here so that they hopefully don't catch on fire too badly. And we're just gonna thread tomato. Apparently, fresh gnocchi like this, cooked over a fire, is really, really good. But the challenge is gonna be getting the gnocchi, because it's gonna wanna split. I don't know if you can see that. So the challenge is gonna be getting it on there. Mate, I don't know if you're meant to soak it in water or something first, just to, probably depends on the gnocchi you're gonna get as well. All right, so we'll just do some chunks like that. I'll probably just use these outer bits. I don't know how we're gonna go keeping all this on there, but anyway, bit of tomato. I might go the other way so we've got a bit more room on the skewer. Bit more on. Maybe if I do the old drill action and try and, they're quite thick skewers as well, which probably isn't helping the cause. Rightio, so that, I think that'll be the rough idea. We'll substitute the kids' ones with a bit of capsicum. We'll go ahead and put all these together. We won't bore you with that. And then we'll come back and show you how we're going to cook them on the fire. Okay, so a lot of the gnocchi, if you can see that, is splitting as we put it on the skewers. I think it's partly because we've got such giant skewers. So my plan is, is to, I'll just take that out. Oh, I nearly lost that one. Is just load up the little camp braai with all the skewers, just so we don't have too many that we lose. And then I'll take you over the fire and I'll show you what I've set up over there. I don't think we'll get all those in there, so I'll just put those ones in. Put the lid on that. So I just sprayed this with a bit of oil just to help prevent sticking. and we'll take this over the fire and see if this works.
You meant to, the recipe says to spray the gnocchi as well.
Oh, spray the gnocchi as well.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't.
I think it's meant to be canola oil. No,
olive.
It's meant to be olive oil, but I've just got spray canola, so that'll do. Alright. So over at the fire, so this is the little stand that comes with the braai, and so I can adjust the cooking height and so it doesn't sit directly on the coals. So I might try it in there first, just at that height. Get a bit of heat into it and see how we go. And we lost a gnocchi already. One just fell through. We've got a soldier down. We did realise once we started doing it, it'd probably be a good idea to just preheat or even just partially pre-cook the gnocchi a little bit, because it's cold out of the fridge. It's not very malleable to get it around the skewers, but we will make it work and you can learn from our mistakes. All right, we are getting there. We've had a few gnocchi lost to the depths of the fire, but it's starting to look pretty good. We've browned them up. Oh, we're going to lose another one. Oh, saved it. So yeah, they're definitely cooking pretty well. Ones in the middle are cooking a bit more, obviously. It's going to happen. Just give it a little bit longer, and I reckon we're just about done. Just be careful of that camera angle there, Dal. I don't have jocks on. Get up the trouser leg there. People will get a bit more than they bargained for.
How many glasses of wine have you had?
Not enough for that. Oh, I'm going to pull these off. I always got to be careful about how I say that, eh? I'm going to take these off. I reckon they're just about done. They're going to be pretty hot, obviously, the tomato and that. So while they're cooling down, I'm going to cook up a little bit of lamb. We camped up recently with a couple of awesome patrons of ours, Dennis and Sally, and they were heading back to home. Unfortunately, their trip was coming to an end, so they offloaded a heap of groceries onto us. So cheers, guys. Lamb kebabs, these little koftas on the grill, I reckon will go just right. And at the moment, that's looking pretty vegetarian, and that's not really my style. So let's meat it up, get some protein in there, and get that cooked up, and then we'll call the kids out and plate her up and see how we go. And then I might do dessert pizza. Pizza's a complete test. Here we go. Oh, that's quite hot, funnily enough. Yeah, so look, I think all in all, they're going to be like little crispy potato gems, pretty much, which I am not upset about. We're also going to do a little bit of pesto sauce on top. How's your presentation skills?
Look, I'm totally going to get hired in a kitchen, but let's give this a crack. Okay. Oh, that bit fell off. Oh.
How good's that gnocchi?
That's really good. And it's like a little baked potato. That's so good.
Come try some of this, Harrison. All right, so I'm going with the sun-dried tomato pesto. Liz is the basil fan. It's a bit too much fresh stuff for me. But this is just sensational. They're like little crunchy. They're kind of like potato gems, but a different texture and just delicious little morsels of potato. It's stuff like this can almost make me a vegetarian. How good is grilled food? The best. So it turns out we didn't wait for the kids. We couldn't wait, so we're digging in. Kofta's on. We'll eat them in a minute. Okay, kofta's done. These smell ridiculously good. You want to be good on these? Is a bit of tzatziki or something. I think we've run out though.
Yeah.
We had some. I'm going to cook the
We've
last.
got yogurt. I could get yogurt.
No, it wouldn't be the same. Oh, hot.
Is it cooked?
And delicious. I'm actually going to do like cut these up when they were raw and put them on the same skewer. They're good though. Oh, and hot.
Still hot.
Haven't changed. All right, I'm going on the fire.
So yummy, yummy, yummy.
Happy? You should try those little potato gem things on the other skewer. We're going to try them next.
Sit down, James.
I'll try them.
Cheese first.
Always.
It's the secret, isn't it, Dale?
Pizza.
Is it a secret? The secret's out by the sound. These European wasps, eh?
Leftover pineapple. It was a sign. We had leftover ham and pineapple.
Yeah, that's right. It was meant to be.
How do you feel about pineapple pizza?
So good. Put them everywhere. It's looking good already.
It's not even cooked yet.
Does it meet your standards, Harrison? Extra cheese for the top.
Double cheese.
Cool. Let's go.
Someone's a bit excited, eh? Alright, it's been about 10-15 minutes probably. Let's have a look at how we're looking. Ho ho ho! Not bad, eh? Not too bad. What do you reckon, James? Is that a pass?
Yep.
Yep. That's a pizza. Who's getting first piece, Dad?
Me.
You?
Yeah, we wouldn't have timed it right if it wasn't for me.
Oh, Harrison's been timing it. Smells pretty good.
No, me. I'm getting
How's the
first.
bottom looked up?
Yeah, nice crunchy.
I've got a better idea.
Yeah.
How about we all take a piece?
Just be careful, that pineapple might be hot.
When will the cheese end?
Before it's too late.
Sorry, cheese, but it ends here.
Harrison, you got a little something on your face. You got it?
Oh, look out. Well, the rain's been threatening the whole time we've been here, and it's arrived. So that's our call to leave, I think. We're gonna get going now. We're gonna head off down further south. We're gonna get down to Wilson's Prom is the plan. Through some roads I've never been on before, which I'm kind of looking forward to. Just gonna go and free camp somewhere tonight. It's a fair drive from here to Wilson's Prom, so we'll find a little campsite along the road, but that's in the next episode for you guys, next video. Who knows what's coming up, in fact.
I know what's coming up. Wet, windy mountain roads with a caravan.
Liz's favourite.
My favourite.
Hope you enjoyed this one, guys. We absolutely love this whole region, Northern Kosciuszko, New South Wales High Country. Put it on your list if you haven't already, because it is an absolute cracker. There's so much to see and explore up here, and it's definitely one of the more underrated regions of the country to explore. So put it on your list, get yourself up here, have a good look around, and we'll see you guys next Sunday.
See you next Sunday. That seemed down.
Can you just come down a bit? Do you reckon? Just film like that.
Wrong button.
Let's record.
That is record. So we just made it to Yank. Hey hun, sorry if some of those B-roll shots were a bit wobbly. I just was standing in an ant's nest and they decided to start attacking mid-shot. I'm gonna get out of here. Hang on. Wait.